give it a second, let everybody roll in here. Basically today, just doing a pop-up live here. Let's see, can I see the chat? Live chat. All right. Let's see if anybody shows up today. Just gonna be talking about first year anniversary of being a YouTube creator. Some of the stuff that I guess comes along with that. If there's any new creators out there or people that are have any questions about YouTube, you know, you guys can throw those in the comments. Definitely answer those, help out. This YouTube stuff can be kind of confusing, and even I obviously don't have it figured out completely. So, you know, we'll let people roll in here. Let's see. I haven't done this. I'll start a poll. Let's see. Smile, guys. Yeah, so basically today just plan on talking about, you know, 1 year anniversary of being on YouTube, what it feels like, what it's been like, how hard it's been, you know, if there's any questions about being a YouTube creator, you guys can throw those in the comments. I'm just gonna kind of BS until, you know, some more people roll up into the stream here. Haven't done a live in like forever, so we'll see how this goes. See, on my end it looks kind of clear, but it also looks kind of fuzzy. You guys, if you guys notice anything, let me know if it looks funky. But yep. Got some top leaves for some shrimp and my fishies. Man. Yeah, so I guess I'll just start talking. I don't know. So it's been about a year since I've started my YouTube journey, and a lot of it happened faster than I expected. To be honest, I'm at almost 1,000 subscribers now. Did not expect to get to almost 1,000 subscribers within a year. I didn't actually expect like really anything out of this. when I first started creating, but it's really been interesting. You know, it takes a lot of work. You know, I've always heard all the YouTubers like say like, man, this stuff is it's more than a full time job almost. It's like, you know, you're always on it. You always got to be thinking about creating videos, you know, different topics, ideas. You got to be an editor, you got to be a director, you got to be all of these things. And and you also have to be kind of like a business person, networker, like constantly. You know, you got to be talking to people, making connections to find new things to put in your videos and to create. Um, it's interesting. It really does force you to become more of a person than you would think. You know, when I first started doing it, I remember my first piece of content. I think was a short that I made about my Pistogramma cockatoides, and I posted it on YouTube Shorts, and I just did it for just fun. You know, I didn't really have like a reason to do it. It was just like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And I'm a guy that doesn't really post much on social media, so I posted it up. Hey Shady, what's up, man? What's up? Basically, you know, just talking about my first year in YouTube today. And then if anybody wants to see any like fish tanks or whatever, I have a new aquascape that's growing in here that I'm like really proud of. Like I'm like really proud of it. So maybe in a little bit we'll do a walk around and we'll look at some fish tanks too. Um, but anyways, like I was saying, so my first piece of content was about like my Pistogramma cockatoides, and they had started like, you know, homesteading in their hut, and I you know, I made a comment, or I made a video of it, or you know, I might have even had babies and I posted it with the babies. I can't remember exactly, but anyways, so when it got a couple hundred views, and it just blew my mind because I was a person that had never really like, I don't know, created any content that got any traction. So not that that was a lot of views, but for me it was like it just blew my mind. And when I put that out there and it got that, I was like, you know what, maybe there is something to me doing some YouTube and posting some videos and just talking about things that I'm doing. And it just kind of caught a little bit of momentum. I think I had started posting like shorts continuously, and just kind of like messed with just short form content for a while, and that was really fun because shorts are actually, I would say they're almost more fun for me to create than the long form content, because I'm kind of like someone like ADD, and I've said this a lot, but like, so I like doing like the short form content because it's like these little clips of video that I can, you know, sometimes highly edit and then do like all this fun little neat goofy stuff that's in them. And that was a lot of fun for a while. So I was messing with the short form content, and it actually does get a good amount of traction for your channel. Jesus. So I was doing the short form content. It made my channel grow rather fast. Like I was gaining subscribers like super fast, and I was like, what the heck? So then I was starting to watch these video creator content people. They're called vidIQ, and they just tell you how to, you know, grow your YouTube channel. And so I started watching them consistently, and they do like a live, what is it, Tuesday morning or Monday morning? I can't remember what. I think it's Tuesday morning. And I'll watch them, and they just give a lot of advice on growing your channel and everything. And they were saying like, you know, if you're gonna be a YouTuber long term, if you really want to do this stuff, you got to start doing long form content. And unless, I mean, you could do shorts, but the shorts game, guys, the shorts game to get monetized through shorts is insane. Like millions and millions of views that you got to get. That was just like when I was creating my shorts, and I'm like looking at that, I'm like, how am I ever gonna get to that? So I just started creating long form content, and that was when I think I started getting the most actual consistent growth. I've noticed on my channel, I get the most consistent views from like breeding videos, and then like fish species suggestion videos, I guess, which honestly to me isn't like the most fun content to create, because it's just like you can Google or you can search those in YouTube, like and you'll find hundreds of videos of just suggestions of different types of fish and stuff. And so it's lately I've been kind of like struggling with like, what long form content to create. But in the beginning I was just, churning out like, I had a couple breeding videos. I think my most popular video is actually the first long form video I ever put out, which was my celestial pearl danio breeding video. And that video actually made me feel really good, because the first piece of content I created, I mean, it hit like 1,000 views in like a week, and I was like, dang. And when I had been watching all these vidIQ people talking about, the different stuff that they do and like the growth that you can expect, that was something that was like an outlier. When they see a channel that does that, it was like, that's special. If you can do that again, keep doing that and your channel is going to grow. So that really gave me a lot of confidence. And then so yeah, I started creating more consistent, long form content. And then at a point I got onto Mexicali's show, and that really gave me a lot of confidence, because there were so many people, and I got exposed to the actual like community directly, and that made me like just get a lot of confidence, just be really comfortable with just showing up and just doing content for people. Because in the beginning, for a lot of creators, it's really hard to just put your face on the camera. And if you're a beginner creator out there, I can guarantee that that's something that you might have struggled with in the beginning. So getting on that live and then doing that was just like, oh, I can do this stuff. Like everyone in this community is super awesome, and if even if I make a fool out of myself on a video, maybe somebody will call me out, but it'll actually benefit me in the long run, because I'd rather know that what I was talking about was goofy or whatever. So after going on that live, it gave me a lot of confidence, and it just kept me rolling with it. So I was gonna do, the reason I went live with this is I was gonna do a video of just like my first year, and then I just decided, like I'd rather just go live and just talk about, like the ups and downs of being a YouTube creator. So I realized that I hit my year, I think it was like two weeks ago, and like lately I've just been in kind of like a creative slump, I guess you want to call it. But also, it's the summer, and I am a dude that is like crazy into just being like, I want to go adventure. Like I just want to be outside like 24/7. I want to go ride my bike. I want to go be just sloshing through some streams, looking at plants, looking at wildlife. And so I think that for the summer, for the time being, instead of doing as many like tank based inside aquarium videos, I'll probably be doing more of like an outside channel, more of like wildlife, nature, kind of outside stuff, streams and stuff. Problem is I'm working up the courage to actually just record underwater, because I've heard that you could do that with my iPhone, but it's the only iPhone I have, so I'm a little nervous to do that. So I'm gonna try to figure out how to work that in, because it's beautiful outside, and I just want to enjoy like every bit of the outside I can get. So I'm looking forward to doing that. So I guess that'll be a little bit of a temporary like evolution of the channel. Probably more, like I said, outside stuff, and then I'll be doing probably some rescapes of a few of my tanks too. So I got a new aquascape. I'm definitely gonna show you guys. I'm like really excited about this thing. Every time I look at it, I'm just I'm excited for it. And yeah, I'm also working with I have a pair of Epistogramma Panduros. Hey Red Laser, what's up? How you guys doing? But so I'm also working up some Epistogramma Panduros that I have. I have them separated because the female that I have is nasty, man. She is oh, very cool, Red, very cool. So the female Panduro that I have she's nasty, she's mean. So basically I've separated them, and I'm conditioning them up separately, and I'm just working up the courage to put them back together. I keep focusing on courage a lot because like there was like a few compounding errors I think I've talked about in my fish room that like really just kind of knocked my confidence down for a while, and so I've just kind of just chilled on really bringing in like new fish, except for the stuff that I've already been trying to work on, like the Panduros. I have them. Lost my cockatoidy group, so I've been reaching out to all the people. Hey, what's up, guys? I lost my favorite cockatoides because I basically the ones that I posted in the beginning. The babies from that I grew up into an adult pair, and then I had this quad red Pisgramma cockatoide. He jumped out of the tank, and it was since then I've just been kind of like just I don't know, just felt really upset about that. It was something I'd worked on for so long, and I'm sure it's something that I think every breeder has had, or not every breeder, but I think a lot of breeders have had a lot of failures like that, where you're just like, dude, like I just spent like a year almost working on that, wanting and looking forward to really breeding them, and then I like lost it, and it's just since then it's just been kind of someone's running outside there. Um, it's just been I don't know. I've just been in like a weird place with it. So really working on getting confidence to do different stuff. So the Panduros are the next Epistos I'm going to work with, because Epistos really are my favorite type of fish. I also have my Cardinal Sulawesi's. Those are actually doing really well. I I'm I just noticed like yesterday I started counting, and I started with 4. All right, so I had 4 adults that I bought from Dan's Fish. I lost one of the adults, I'm pretty certain, because I can only see 3 at a time, 3 adults at a time, right? So I've been staring at it, and now I've had babies and everything. I got 8 total. So I've been able to turn the 4 Cardinal Sulawesi's, lost 1, and got 5 babies. And then I know one of the adults that I have right now is buried, so I got another round of babies coming up. So I'm actually really excited about them. The problem is from my personal experience with them, is I just can't touch it. Like I literally just cannot touch the tank. I'll do like a 10% water change, and I keep it hot. Right now it's at 83, but it's usually at like 81 to 82, 83, I guess is the highest it'll ever get. So I just gotta just stay away from that. I drop a little bit of food in there. I actually drop some brine shrimp in there too. And I keep the rabbit snails in there, and it seems like that's doing well for them. They get a lot of algae growth on the sides and everything, so I'm really hoping that colony eventually takes off. I would like to try to see if I can get them into a tank that's like a little bit cooler, maybe a little bit closer, but I'm not gonna try any of that until I have a big colony. Because it would be nice to actually be able to use them in like an aquascape. But I don't know. I'm just rambling. So yeah, are there any other creators out there that have just been over a year? You guys, how do you guys keep motivated? How do you guys deal with your you're like, when you get into these ruts where you're just like, man, I don't know really what to create. Like I have a bunch of video ideas, but like there's not a lot of them that are really like really stoking me, maybe it's just the summer. I really do think it's just the summer kind of vibes, just like I don't really feel like creating is where my brain's at right now. I feel like it's outside is where my brain's at. Koro, yeah, it gets like that, right? Like I don't. Koro's saying he doesn't stay motivated, guys. I definitely, I feel that sometimes, it's just like, and so that's why the past like 2 weeks, I don't think I've put out a long form video. I had done like a couple videos, like I did a IFGA walkthrough, and I don't want to be one of those guys that just goes on live and complains. I'm using this as like venting, I guess, a little bit right now, and it's probably not the best place to do this, but yeah, no, I'd like done a couple videos that I just thought were gonna do way better, and I didn't do the best recording that I could have for them. Like, to be honest, like the IFGA video that I did, I showed up late because I didn't realize how the freaking show was working, and so I missed a lot of the best guppies because they had been bagged up and they were already getting sold. So I kind of kicked myself for that, because it's like that's like a once a year thing that I think they do out here. So it's not like it's gonna happen all the time. And so that video just didn't do well. Maybe I messed with the time that I released it too. I can't remember, but a couple videos lately there's just been horrible that I thought would do a lot better than they did. And that kind of stuff is like, just hits your motivation. But I also feel like I complain for no reason, because it's like, dude, I have like 953 subs. I've been doing this for just over a year. I have probably, as far as long form videos, I don't even know how many videos I have, probably like 30 or 40 videos. And there are people that have done like literally hundreds of videos and don't have the amount of subs that I have. So I don't want to complain about it, but it's just, sometimes I just get, I don't know, I think I just get, I don't know. When you expect certain outcomes out of stuff and then it doesn't show up, and you're just like, man, what am I even doing with some of this stuff? But I also try to keep motivated on like the idea that my YouTube channel isn't really for the YouTube. It's not really for YouTube. Like, I'm not looking to, like, I would love, my idea or my plan, my goal is to get monetized by the Chicago Aquashella. And the only reason I have that is just so I could set a date, because I am a guy that's like really competitive. Like, I'm extremely competitive, and it didn't happen until like later in life. Like, when I was a kid, I was not a competitive person, but I'm an extremely competitive person. I'm very motivated by like I need like a race, you know what I mean? Like, I need someone to like to compete against. And so I was like, all right, you know what, Aquashella, I'm gonna get, my 3,000 watch hours or 4,000 watch hours. I actually didn't think I was gonna hit the 1,000 subs. So originally it was just like, I think the 3,000 watch hours, 500 subs is what I was aiming for. And I got the 500 subs way faster than I thought. And I was like, whoa, that's crazy. And then I got to like just about 2,000 hours, and then I hit my year, and then I started losing watch time faster than I was gaining it. And that's just like a kick in the motivation. You're like, oh my god. And with like the last two videos just not doing as well, it's like, come on, man. Like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing here? But it's frustrating because what you put in has nothing to do with what you get out. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, like if there's definitely like an equation of like if I'm just recording like this, and I record the wood, and I'm like meaning to record the fish tanks, and like I don't really care at all, like, yeah, I'm not gonna get anything out of it. But like Coral, 100%, the videos that I feel like I've put the most effort into, as far as like really doing good on like editing, making it smooth, making the information better, it just seems like those videos don't do as well. I can take a video. The best video I've had was the most sensationalized video, and it was like small fish for best small monster fish. All right, so it's like a complete like oxymoron, and I had like the Julidochromis in my 20-gallon long. All right, which is an amazing fish. Absolutely love the fish, and love that tank. But that freaking video got like, it's at like 6,500 views. And I just threw that together one day. It was just like, oh, I'm gonna throw some B-roll. I got all the B-roll. I just had to shoot me talking about the fish, and it did so much better. And then it's like, I literally go out to like I go out to a local friend's house for like his fish room walkthrough, and like that video does like nothing. I put like hours of effort into that, and like nothing. It's like, oh my god. All right. So then I had already been talking to a few other people around here that like have, big fish rooms, want to do tours and everything. They want to shoot videos. And then it's like, I'm sitting here like, well, am I going to go out there and spend like an entire day? Cause like doing that stuff is not easy. It's not easy. You have to set up times with these people. Everyone has busy lives, and everyone in the fish world has super busy lives. I'm trying to set up a time to talk with another dude who owns a fish store around here, and he works every day of the week because he owns a fish store and runs it. So like, he had a crazy experience where someone tried to steal his domain name from his website, and I want to do a video telling people about how to secure their domains and get hold of their URLs for their websites and everything, and make sure that they can't have them stolen, because this dude basically was held, um, um, what you call it when you hold money for ransom, you know, basically held ransom for his domain name by this guy. And like that dude, you know, he works all the time. His name's Jorge from Nationwide Aquatics, and you guys can actually look up his website. He sells insane fish, like super rare, large fish, medium fish, small fish, but just like high quality, super rare fish. Nationwide Aquatics USA, amazing guy, super awesome guy. And you know, I've been trying to set that up, and it's just like, you know, I want to do that, but you know, when can I meet up with him? When am I gonna have free time in my life? Because I'm a second shift dude, so I work on like the opposite schedule of everyone else. Like everyone else in our fish community, epistogrammas for sure. A specific type would definitely be cockatoides, just because I bred them. That's this one right here. That was my first female. But epistogrammas by far my favorites. The Panduros I'm working with right now are actually probably, as far as coloration, prettier, but I haven't bred them yet. I haven't worked with them as long. So I know that I like the cockatoides. So if you had to ask my favorite fish, it would probably be the Pistogramma cockatoides, quad red, which means all of the fins have that flame coloration, which is cool. So yeah, so like I was saying, I setting up like journey videos, you know, videos where I'm going out to someone's fish room or stuff like that. It's like you would think that stuff, because you put so much more effort into it, would relate to, like, you know, view count and interest in the video, because I don't want to just be shooting. Dude, I have 19 fish tanks, and even if I do a rotation of it, like, do you guys really want to see the same fish all the time? And I'm not going to be the dude that just brings in new fish just to shoot videos. I don't want to do that. Like, mainly because I can't, because I can't afford it. I'm broke. But like when I do, every now and then, since I go to since I sell at swaps and everything, I'll do trades with people, and when I bring in a new fish that way, it's a lot easier, and I don't mind doing it. But you know, so yeah, so I have like different people I want to meet up with to do different videos and everything, and then it's just like hard, because then you look at it and you're like, it's fun and everything, but I also am a dad of a daughter, and I have, you know, I have her on the weekends, so then it's like I have to sacrifice the only time I get with her to do these things. So if I'm gonna do something, it's really gotta be worth it. And how do you judge that? You know, it's that stuff's hard. So then it makes you double back, and then you're like, all right, well then I'll just start creating stuff that's around here, and then you end up just doing the same stuff over and over and over again. Like, how many times can I talk about a sponge filter? How many times? It's a sponge filter. It shoots air, sucks stuff through the sponges. It's the easiest form of filtration. You need an air pump to run it. If you don't want to run an air pump, don't. I don't know. But yeah, nah. So just airing out some of my frustrations, and why I'll be doing some more like outside videos, just doing the you know, well, you know what? That was the one thing that I probably should have cleared up in the video, is I had actually had the Julidochromis marleri from someone local. So I didn't buy them from Lucas, but when I found out that he was someone that had them, that I would trusted, then when I made the video, I was like, oh crap, I can tag his website in the comments. So I just kind of gave him a shout out, but I actually didn't buy them from him. So since, yeah, I that's why I didn't put him in like the what should we call it, the thumbnail of the video or anything like that. It was just more of like, oh, this is a place that you can get them, someone that we know sells, you know, good fish. I did not buy his Tanganyikan cichlids though. I got them from a local fish store. Where did I get them? I think it was Trop Aquatics near me. Pretty awesome fish store. But yeah, so I guess You know, I mean, the year that I've done this though has it's taught me a lot of things. I mean, it has taught me that I really like editing videos. Like I love editing content. The problem is I'm not the greatest at recording the content. That's the part that I need to really work on. It's getting like B-roll, interesting B-roll shots. Um, you don't realize like when you watch like really good YouTubers, when you're watching these videos, some of the B-roll relates to the things they're saying so well. And I don't know how to describe that. Like, you know, it's like you hear someone talking about like, all right, we're gonna go on this journey, and then they cut to B-roll of someone walking on this trail or whatever. You know, they have these really well put together stories, and they convey that story through visual means, through the talking, whatever you want to say. That stuff is a skill on a level that you don't realize before you're doing it, and it's that's the stuff that I like doing, but I need to work on. I don't know. I think really solidifying the beginning story that I want to work on, and then really thinking about, you know, interesting B-roll instead of just focusing on the story. Um, See, Ethan, yeah, that's a lot of people that have the most interesting things to show are not the best at showing it. What I think though is if you want to, you just do it. Like you don't have to be good. You don't have to do anything. Like just start showing it. Just start doing it. I dude, I did nothing. Like I have literally never been a social media guy. I have never been someone that's been, hey, what's up, Patty? Um, I have never been a guy that's been like super into to content at all. Like I'm not a creator, but I just started doing it one day, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna start showing it out there, showing people what I got, and we're gonna see what happens, you know. And so I think that's an underrated part of being a content creator, is everyone's really worried about, you know, putting out. Dude, hey, you can get a tripod, man. You can get a tripod and a ring light. My girlfriend for my birthday got me a ring light, and it's probably the best addition to my equipment. I used to have this like, oh, you know what? I wonder if I could show you guys. I used to use this, whoop, and it would spotlight me kind of, you know, which actually kind of adds a nice little underlight. Takes out some of the shadowing, makes me look a little younger. but but yeah, I had this whole conglomerate of different LED lights that I would use for my lighting. But now I just use the ring light. Gives a nice even lighting. Definitely a suggestion, if you're gonna make videos, you should get one of these ring lights. It's yeah, just super convenient. And I never realized like why they have the ring light, but you can get, so I have shadow up here, but I still have all the light. I have shadow down here and I still have all the light. I have shadow over here, but I still have all the light, and that's because it's a ring. It's all the way around, so you never really get any shadowing no matter what you do. And when I used to shoot my videos, I would have that spotlight, and anytime I moved my hand, it would be a shadow across my face. And it was this is like the biggest piece of equipment I would suggest to people. Maybe a wireless mic too, but that really depends on where you're going to be recording. And also, don't cheap out on your wireless mic. I bought a like $15 Amazon mic, and I think I'm better off for the most part just recording with my phone, because the quality, it's a little iffy, and you can't really, like, if you put on your shirt and you move, then it's like got that you know sound, and that's horrible. And then if you get too loud, it kind of crackles, because the way, I guess, audio works and the angle it hits the mic can cause some weird, you know, dissonance or whatever. Not too scientific on that, but that was some of the stuff I've learned with these. So I would definitely, if you're gonna get equipment for YouTube creating, I would definitely do the ring light, maybe a wireless mic, but definitely go like, you know, I guess general overall it'd be for fish equipment, audio equipment, for everything. Don't ever buy the cheapest version, and you don't necessarily need the most expensive version, but if you can buy the most expensive version, it'll probably end up benefiting you. But always go right down the middle. That's my advice for like almost any equipment, you know, honestly, like tools too, like right down the middle. Middle price is probably the best bet. Tripod was a great thing for me too. Trying to prop my phone up on objects sucks. Yeah, exactly, exactly. And I would get like, if you're gonna buy a tripod, I would get a full height tripod. I had like a, what's this thing right here? Yeah, I had one of these, and I would like clip it on stuff, and I would be like, it'd be hanging on like weird precarious positions, and it was always fun. Like I use this actually most of the time. I keep this like in my car if I'm gonna do like a random store video or something, which I will be doing a show tour of a coral show that's happening near me. It's Mermaid's Delight is a fish food that is made by a guy out here, and he throws a coral show like 10 minutes down the street from my house. So I don't mind doing that show because that is super easy for me to do, and you know, I'll just throw it together. We'll do a walk around. Maybe I even go live if I have the internet for it. I started recording my tanks and publishing my videos since January. I just hit 100 subscribers. It's slow and very rewarding. People enjoy them. Equipment is important. Shady. Yeah, and see, that's the thing, is like, it is actually rewarding. YouTube is super rewarding because it puts you into you know, connection with people that are like-minded to you, or even have opposite opinions, which I actually think is probably more important than finding like-minded people. Finding people with opposite opinions, because it makes you either think harder about your opinions, or you know, maybe it makes you share it to somebody else, and then you hear them, and then you guys both grow, you know, that kind of thing. But yeah, it's most definitely rewarding, and it's not as scary, and that's like the main thing that I kind of wanted to point out to a lot of like people. If you're out there and you're thinking about being a YouTube creator, dude, just start doing it. It's so much fun, especially in the fish community, man. There's just not a lot of negative. I think that if there is negative, people keep it to themselves, because there's a lot of adults in the fish room community, and even the younger people that are in here are mature people. Like, they're just a great group of people. So if you have fish tanks out there, it was Ethan. Yeah, Ethan. Just start recording them, man. Record them. Show us what you got. We all want to see it. But yeah, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna take another sip of coffee here. So, well, we're at almost 40 minutes. You guys want to see some fish tanks? So I have a clown killie fish tank that is my newest aquascape, that just has a lot of plants in there, and like, I think 3 clown killies. I have a big crypt grow out tank that's pretty messy, but we can check that out. I have a threadfin rainbow and pygmy cory 20 long over here, and then I got a bunch of random tanks behind me. Yeah, Fish Fam is so supportive. It's like, it's really great, and they don't take the fam part lightly. It's a family. Like, everybody around here, man, if you got questions, reach out. We all want to help. Like, it's a great group of people. That's why, I mean, someone like me, dude, it's funny because I think that when I meet people live, all right, Shady, I'll start from the farthest and then we'll go this way. But I'll say this real quick. It is funny when I meet people in real life. I think they expect me to be like way more outgoing, or like way more sociable, and I'm totally sociable. Like, I love people, but I am really not like an extrovert. Like, I'm pretty introverted. I've had a lot of jobs that have forced me to be extremely extroverted. Like, I worked at a roller rink. All right, Ethan, let's go. But yeah, like, I worked at a roller rink where I was like super on social being all the time, and it was rough. And I'm a janitor now that spends the majority of my time by myself, and I definitely appreciate that. But I like being social, and that's why the YouTube thing is nice. So let's go, Ethan. All right. So right here, this thing is a mess, guys. But this is my crypt grow out tank. I have Yep, that's the marlin. He is probably hunting some shrimp right now. But like I said, it's a mess, guys. So try not to judge me. So we'll talk about some of the fish here, or some of the plants. I have a cryptnuri right here. We got cryptocorn parva, cryptolucens, cryptophinus, lucens. We have cryptspiralis with a random Cory. I got these Corys from this dude. He was like, basically posting on Facebook. He was like, hey, I got 7 bronze Corys. And I was like, oh, sweet. I've never had them. You know, I'll go pick them up. And he was giving them away free. I drive 45 minutes. And this dude gave me like a false Julie, a galaxy Cory, and I think 1 bronze Cory, and then a yo-yo loach. And I was like, wait, what? You told me 7 bronze Corys, and I got all of that random stuff. And they're not even supposed to be kept separately. I've heard that all Corys are supposed to be in big groups of like the same types. Whatever. So they're in there. But oh, and then I got Cryptpontoderifolia. So this is Wendeti, and then this is Becketi. A lot of crypts. Crypt gang. All right, and then this is my girlfriend's tank, who has recently, we've just taken it down. It's got to get rescaped and cleaned out. So that thing is just waiting for a redo. But these guppies in here are insane. They're like this metallic blue metal lace or something like that. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, so then these are just like in front of my tank or my TV. So I got that 20 long. Don't judge me on that tree over there. It's a Dracaena or something. Got it for free. I was trying to save it. I'm not gonna be able to save it. It's dying. Anyways, so then I got my threadfin Acara or threadfin rainbows. Right there. These things are awesome. I definitely have what I believe 2 males and then 1 female, because the one doesn't have the long thread fins. And then I got some pygmy Corys in there. Recently put this bristle nose in there to start help cleaning up some of the junk, the algae that's growing on the glass, because I run a lot of lights. I run like 14 hours of lights. MD gave me some crypts at Aquashell Daytona last year. They haven't grown at all. Do you have hard water? If you have soft water crypts, I don't think like the softer water as much. I think they like harder water, like a higher TDS, higher KH, higher GH. I have insanely hard water, so crypts just grow crazy. Also, if they're kept too cold too, that might not be their favorite. But this is my favorite. What's up, Bubba? This is my doggy, Jaxie Poo. But this is my favorite new tank. Watch out, Bubba. What? Hey, bite me, punk. All right, so this is my new favorite aquascape here. I have Rotala orange juice in there, Rotala rotundifolia, which the orange juice is a Rotala as well, Rotala orange juice, or rotundifolia, just a different color variation. Then I have some dwarf sedge, Anubias, some high grow Coriambosa or silicofolia. I have them both. Can't remember which one's which. I think that one's the lighter green leaves, so I'm pretty sure that's Coriambosa, and then the darker one's the silicofolia. And then I got some spiralis in there, and then Potamogeton gayi, and then I just got this stuff right here. You guys ever seen that? This tall hairgrass. So the dude at the Petco told me that it's like a hairgrass or whatever. Started looking at it, and it looks like that it's just like all hairgrass grows tall, but you can keep it short. That I'm not really certain. So if you guys know anything about hairgrass, please let me know in the comments, because like I've Googled it, and it seems like some people consider the tall one a separate species. Some people are saying that it all grows tall. Maybe I'm just confused. Let me know, guys. But yeah, so that's my clown killies. I've had them for a while now, and they were pretty big when I got them. So I don't know exactly how long I'm going to have them for, but yeah. So this is probably my favorite new aquascape. Got a little bit of algae growing, and basically the idea is I'll fill in all of the sand area with, it'll be parva, lucens, and then the dwarf sedge as a like a low-end carpet. All right. Whew, and then, all right, so we'll go here. These guys right here. Oh, if you guys like Fallout, I got Jones Soda here. It's Nuka Victory, Nuka Cola. Okay, Ethan. All right, for sure. Yeah, and that's pretty much what I had come to the conclusion too when I was googling. But it seemed like some people were like, yeah, it grows tall, and then some you keep short, but you have to trim it to keep it short. So I guess that makes sense. I just got like the tall version, which I'm super excited for because that'll be like for that tank that I was showing you. It'll probably be like the background, like a tall the tall grassy, and then like the short in the front there. And then I got a Celestial Pearl Daniel grow out here. We got about I think 10, 11, 12 maybe. Celestial Pearl Daniels growing out in there. Got a big old thing of Christmas moss. So we got, can I turn this around actually? Oh my God, I'm a butthead. All right. So yeah, we got this going on right here. And then that's Lucens right there. The Lucens I got so lucky on. I got the Lucens from Petco, the Crypt Lucens, and it was like one pot, and I wasn't labeled, so I didn't know what it was, but I bought it because it was super cheap, and I hadn't seen it before. And when I brought it home, put it up on a website for a crypt identification, and then they told me it was Crypt Lucens, and I got it for super cheap, and that stuff has just been growing like crazy. All right, so this tank right here is a little weird, right? It's just like this super small tank. Problem was, the reason why I have this is this guy right here had like a broken spine, or he was like, or she, because it's definitely a female, but she like couldn't swim correctly. And then same with him. So I needed to give them like a small little tank. So I threw them in here to, because I didn't know what to do with them. Well, after being in there, it seems like they've actually like healed up a little bit. So maybe they're okay, but the problem is if it's like a genetic thing, I'm not looking to bring the CPDs into the regular breeding stock. So I'll probably just leave them. But this thing has been running unfiltered with just those plants, and I just top off with water for like 3, 4, 5 months now. Dude, probably even longer than that, to be honest. And they're doing pretty good. And then there's a couple of random guppies in there that I got from a friend. All right, so these are my Norman's Lamp Achilles, which I love, but to be honest, I'm kind of losing a little bit of interest in. So I'll be looking to rehome these. They are really pretty fish. The blue eye on them, and then when they are lit up, the fins get pretty yellow and go like kind of like a golden glow around the body. Super pretty. There's a bunch of like the high grows in there. High grow silicofolia, high grow blue. All right. And then we just got some more guppies. This is another colony of those guppies that my girlfriend had in that first tank. So they're just like a blue metallic. Looks like I'm getting super female heavy though. Like I don't think I see any males in this tank. Yeah, like it literally looks like I have all females, which is insane. Absolutely insane. I'm gonna have to start pulling fish out of there and figuring that out because that's crazy. And then over here, I have a red dragon colony of guppies. Oh man, you can see like the females actually turn out pretty, but where are the males? They're usually, oh, there's one. Super red tail, super blue body. But I've sold a lot of the guppies, so I don't have a lot of adults. I think I sold too many of them too fast. And then this is my Pisto tank. They're Pistogramma Pandoro adult. I just have 2 like dither guppies in there. But he is always hiding. Oh, there he is. You see him back there? He's always hiding back there. I got him from a local breeder, And that's the one I'm trying to get him to be more dominant, man. I've been feeding him like live baby brine and everything. And then this is who he will be paired up with. Female Panduro right there, and she's looking good. Looking good, so I'm just keeping them nice and fed up. So we got Lobellus cardinal. It's cardinal plant, cardinalis, something or another. And then I got some Bacopa yellow flame, some Crypt or corkscrew val, and then Rotalas, and then the Ludwigia broadleaf, which is that one right there. That's a Ludwigia broadleaf. Oh man, I gotta take a sip of coffee. Hold on. All right, so then, try not to make it too loud when I move my chair here. All right, we'll jump around a little bit. So, did all those. All right, so now these guys, I'm actually kind of excited about. These are my sparkling Grammies, and I think I have a pair, because they look like one is fat, and then the other one's skinny. So this is the skinnier one. It looks like he or she's gotten beat up a little bit by the other one on the fins there. All right, and then where's the bigger one? I really wish I could show you guys both of them, but I threw a catappa leaf in there. I'm hoping that they maybe will make a bubble nest. But where's that other one, man? It's killing me. Come on. Come here. I don't know. Hey, well, good, Red Laser. I'm glad I can keep you entertained. Definitely glad I can keep you entertained. But yeah. So I don't know where the other one is right now. They're always hiding in there. Oh, look at. There it is. That one's chunky and it's got way more red on the fins than this one. So I'm thinking I have a pair. So I'm hoping that I get some breeding out of them, because that would be super fun, super just unique for me. I wasn't expecting to actually breed them. It was more of just a fish I bought because I really liked their behavior. And then I'm going to save the Cardinal Sulawesi's for last, because that was actually the tank that's right there. But we'll do that one last because I think it's the most interesting. Now these guys, this guy got attacked and he's missing like half his tail, so that's not very good. But there's a bunch of mixed guppies in here. I am holding just basically a bunch of mixed guppies in here. And yeah, they're mixed guppies, guys. What more can I say about them? Oh, Shady, very cool. What do you got? What kind of fish are you waiting on? Oh, and then I also have, I got the Java moss back there, more Rotala, and then some floating Val that I took out of another plant. Val is like my best selling plant. I sell a lot of Val at the swaps here, and then people just come by my house and just kind of buy fish and plants and stuff out of my stock here. So this is like a red cherry shrimp colony. Not the greatest high quality, but I sell them for like $2 a piece around here. People love super cheap shrimp, especially when they're homebred, because you don't have to worry about them. Like literally, you throw these guys in your tank, as long as you have some harder water, they're gonna do well for you. I've sold hundreds of shrimp around here. Yeah, real low grade, but even if you got them on a darker substrate, they actually get darker. So that's those. And then we did the CPD grow out tank, and let's talk about this. This is probably my happiest tank here. So we got some rabbit snails here. All right, and then we got these guys. So we got Cardinal Sulawesi's, and one of them is actually buried right now. All the adults are on the other side. Like literally, these guys, they'll be on the walls every now and then, but for the most part, they just hang out on that filter.
They like don't leave that sponge filter. So I think the next round of babies is gonna make them spread out because they're not all gonna be able to fit there. They're gonna run out of room. So I'm hoping that they'll start spreading out and looking all over. I had a scare happen in here, which there was just like an insane amount of planaria, like an insane amount of planaria. So what I did, if you guys have ever dealt with planaria, you may have used like planaria begone or whatever the hell that stuff's called. Um, I didn't do that. I used this. All right, this is a planaria trap. And what you do is you take the stopper off, you fill it with water, you drop some fish food right down there. I have a pretty high protein fish food or whatever, the fluval bug bites. So the planaria seem to be really attracted to it. You cap it, and then you leave these holes on the ground just kind of near the surface or the bottom of the tank. And then all the planaria climb up and go through the holes, and then they end up in this holding chamber thing. And that's awesome because it doesn't hurt your shrimp. You don't have to worry about them getting, hurt by any of the chemicals that you throw in there. Your cycle's not going to get thrown off. Nothing weird's going to happen. You literally just have no worries. So I did that, and I pulled out a lot of planaria out of this tank, and then also the thread fin rainbow tank that I have over there. And what I couldn't figure out for the longest time was with that thread fin rainbow tank, the one that's this one over here, was I was having losses of shrimp like crazy, and it just didn't make sense. Like shrimp were just dropping left and right randomly. The biggest shrimp were not, so I had some bigger shrimp in there that were fine, but the smaller shrimp were just dropping left and right. And I was finding one like every morning, and it was always right there, literally always right there. All right, in that exact spot. Couldn't figure it out for the longest time, and when I started doing the planaria trap in that other tank, I threw it in here, and I caught a bunch of planaria. So I think what was happening was there was an outbreak of planaria here and in that tank, and I was basically able to end all of the issues I was having by using that planaria trap. And I'm guaranteeing that I didn't get rid of all of them, but I think I got rid of the majority of them to the point where it wasn't like a detrimental health issue to the fish, shrimp that I had in the tanks. Oh, man. Well, oh, crap. Might have lost you guys for a second there. Kind of twisted my phone up. So, yeah, so this is my year, guys. It's been a year since I've been creating all of the stuff that I've come across, plants and everything. The plant masses that I have now after, well, actually, a lot of the plant masses started about 2 years ago, so that's a little different, but yeah. I'll probably go to the hour here, so we got like a minute and a half. You guys got any questions? Feel free to comment them. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of running out of steam because I gotta. Oh, what's up, Jorge? Hey, how you doing, man? How you doing? I was just kind of doing a stream talking about my first year, some of my frustrations with YouTube lately because my lack of inspiration and stuff, and then I just kind of did a fish room tour. So if you're interested in checking that out, that's what we did earlier. I just kind of walked around, showed off some of my stuff. Yeah, it's been an interesting year, guys. It's been a year. I hop on every now and then. I've always wanted to make it a regular thing because there isn't a lot of the morning YouTube shows, and I think I'm uniquely positioned to where I probably could do the morning show because of my schedule, since I'm a second shift guy. I like wake up at 9 a.m. I could pretty much hop right on here. I might do it. I might do it more consistently. It's fun. I was telling everybody though that I've been in kind of like a inspirational rut earlier, where I'm just kind of thinking I might be doing more like outside videos. I have a lot of really interesting like
forest preserves around me, and then a bunch of stuff that's farther away that I want to do. Hey Jay, thanks man, thanks. I've had fun sharing it with you guys. Yeah, well, yeah, and you know it's my first year, Jorge. So it's like I think that I'm hitting that year like that. Probably happens, right around a year. You've been doing it. I've been dropping a full-time video. Oh Jesus, excuse me. I've been dropping a full-time video a week, which I feel like isn't even that much. But like in the beginning, I was doing like shorts like almost every day, and then I think I'll probably go towards that for a little while, just because it's a little easier just to manage. Just do a couple little shorts. I'm trying to get over the idea that like redoing something isn't like the worst. Like everyone's done like a sponge filter video, or everyone's done like this that. But when you come across like a 5-year-old video, do you want to watch that? So is it horrible to redo stuff? Not the worst, but there's only so much to talk about when you have certain setups. You know what I mean? Like everyone's done a dirted tank video, and I started doing dirted tanks, but like maybe I just talk about my dirted tank. I don't know, like you did it, Jorge, and I liked your dirted setup. Made me start thinking like I should probably throw because I was thinking about using like Eco Complete in the mix too for my dirt to kind of suck up some of the excess nutrients, because that was actually one of the things I probably didn't even mention, but hair algae all over. Hair algae like crazy. It's the bane of my existence, and I think it just kind of comes with like the hard water fish keeping and the fact that I run a lot of light. I actually was thinking about this too, man, because you mentioned it the other day. Was you break up your light schedule? So I might do that too, like kind of turn off my lights halfway through the day, because I want to see them, and I wake up early in the morning. I like to work on them in the morning, and then I am gone all day, and then I don't get home until like 11 o'clock at night. So at 11, I want my fish tanks on. I want to be able to see them, and that means my lights are running like 14 hours a day, which is insane. Which really isn't a problem, except for like this tank, and then I think there's one other tank that I have like hair algae issues in. So I don't know if it's necessarily like a light thing or it's a water thing or whatever. I don't know. But yeah. I think I am. I'm gonna try to mix it up. I'm gonna do some outside videos. I gotta learn how to record underwater. That's like really my thing, because I want to just go into some lakes and streams and just do some of the natural wildlife of Illinois. I think that would be really interesting. I wish we had some more like smaller fish species, because it'd be really cool to like do like an Illinois biotope tank. But I think I would need like a 400-gallon tank to do an Illinois biotope. But I guess kind of my I will actually be doing a walkthrough. Yeah, see, I want a GoPro, man, but that's expensive. They're like, I'm gonna keep looking on OfferUp and like the maybe Facebook Marketplace, try to snag one like used one of these days. Maybe after my next swap, when I get some like free cash from the plants and stuff that I sell. Oh, there's a knockoff. I did not know that. I I'm gonna have to look into that then, because because that would blow my inspiration thing like out of the water. Like I wouldn't even have a problem with that then. Like if I had one of those, I have plenty of stuff I could do all the time around here. So yeah, maybe I need to look into like an off-brand GoPro and be able to like record underwater and really start doing some of that stuff, because like the all right, sweet. Have you actually used it, man? Or you just heard like good reviews on it? Is there an actual whatchamacallit brand? Like if you have like the name of it or whatever, that'd be sweet. But yeah, because I was saying in the beginning, I just want to be outside. I'm jonesing to be outside. My job is like indoors all day. I work in an apartment building, and so like Monday through Friday, I'm just stuck in like brick walls, and it gets a little like just depressing when I know that the weather outside is absolutely gorgeous, and I just want to be, like just outside. But I'll be doing a walkthrough of my girlfriend's grandpa's pond. soon here. He's got a amazing pond that is just huge. Like, it's huge, and he's been working on it for years. At this point, he's built like this backyard that's just completely landscaped and amazing. And so I'll be doing a walkthrough of that. You guys will get to see some big koi, and then I think there's a largemouth bass in there too that my girlfriend's dad threw in there. So that's pretty funny. But it's an amazing backyard. I'll be doing a walkthrough of that. You guys will get to see a big pond filter. It's an Awaze pond filter that's just like, imagine like a hang-on back times 1,000. The sponge itself, there's like 20 of the sponge cartridges that are just like huge. So I'll show you guys all that if you're interested in that. Probably try to do that live, or I might do just a recorded video, like a walkthrough of it. I think it could be really fun. But yeah. So that's pretty much that. I gotta take off here because I gotta start getting ready for work in a second here. But thank you guys so much for showing up. This was a nice way for me to air out some of my like lack of inspiration, commiserate with some of you guys, because I know a lot of you guys have been doing the YouTube stuff like longer than I have, or at least have been involved in the community. Maybe you're newer to creating content, but you've been around the people longer than I have, and so it's nice to just like talk with that, because there's a lot of fish breeders out by me that I can talk with, but I don't get to talk with creators out here, so it's nice to be able to, I don't know, just kind of air out some of that stuff and know that you guys have gone through similar stuff. It means a lot. And yeah, much love, guys. I am sorry, but I gotta take off here. All right, catch y'all later.